Steven? Yeah. Is Boyan up there? We got like a minute. Boyan? Boyan? 2 minutes? Oh, that's fast? Well, nobody gave me that memo. Good morning, spiritual family. How are you? Good. Welcome to Unity of Charlottesville on this beautiful and very auspicious day. And we're going to hear more about why this is an auspicious day from Reverend Marge Brown, who is back with us today. Woohoo! So my name is Janice Gilmore, and I will be your celebration assistant today. Over here, looking so lovely and shining and beaming with light, is, because it's an auspicious day, yes, is our beloved music director, Blair Jones, and our beloved Unity of Charlottesville band, and our beloved praise singers. And all of you are equally beloved. Thank you for being here today. So we're going to rock this place right from the start, all right? You're going to want to get up for this song. And let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Yes, this is a true praise and worship song. So let's see you get into the spirit.
Come on! Let's get the spirit moving. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. All right, Jenny. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you.
think the temperature just went up about 10 degrees in here. Wonderful job, everyone. You're just a beautiful chorus. Thank you. Thank you. So before come on up, Reverend Marge. You can come up. Reverend Marge is going to lead us in prayer. And we have a request just to check and make sure that you please make sure your cell phones are muted, okay? And I'll hand it over to you.
Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. So let's take a breath together. And we welcome everybody online to take a breath and settle in. And let's take a moment to raise our consciousness for this divine appointment. Giving thanks for the great spiritual awakening that is happening all over the globe. And by being here, being present, being in person, being in community, we are holding that collective vibration for the world, for peace and love and kindness. So as we open our hearts, we ask the Holy Spirit to move through everyone here and everyone online to bring to you something today that helps you evolve in consciousness. And so it is, and so it continues to be.
And let's share together our statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotence. And before we go into the welcome song, I was so excited about that first song. I forgot to mention that Unity of Charlottesville welcomes everyone, no matter what. No matter what your gender identity is, your sexual preference, your race, ethnicity, nationality, creed, religion, any disability you might have, or what your political affiliation is. We welcome everyone. And actually, I kind of like this said right before the welcome song. So come on up, let's do the welcome song. Everybody wants to stand again on this one. You can greet your neighbor with a handshake, a hug, or a wave, whatever is comfortable for you. You can roam the room, go all the way to the back of the sanctuary. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. To their classrooms. Have fun, everyone. And so, we have some opportunities of transformation here at Unity of Charlottesville. But first, it's another first. I keep surprising you all with things. There's a birthday today. Yesterday. And I wonder if that person knows that I'm talking about that person. I bet they do, and I bet there's shaking in their shoes right now.
But maybe they're covering their expression
Maybe.
with a mask. It could be.
And sitting back in the corner, Stevie, come on up. Are there any other June birthdays? Are there any other June birthdays?
Yeah.
June, come on up. What?
All June birthdays come up here.
June,
too.
all June birthdays, come on up. Nobody else? You want to pretend you're born in June?
Right,
No?
It's all about Stevie.
It's all about happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stevie. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Would you like to give a speech?
Thanks.
In true Stevie fashion. We love you, Stevie. We really do. And we love your mom, too, sitting there just beaming like a proud mother.
The bean spiller.
So, getting back to the announcements, Greg, our board chairman, wanted to give us an update.
Yay, Greg! Everyone, really, seriously, yeah.
So maybe Stevie can do like a little violin background, just for dramatic effect. No, just kidding. Wanted to update you guys real quickly. The board met last week, and we met with Reverend Pat Bessie, who is with the Unity Worldwide Ministry Eastern Region. She also is a Unity minister up in Maine. And I'm very excited to tell you that Pat is going to come to Charlottesville the last weekend of June and kick off our transition workshops. So June 27th, 28th, and 29th, that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, are going to be a very important time for all of us here at Unity of Charlottesville to collectively explore who we are and where we're going and what we're looking for in a minister. There's going to be a lot of opportunity to talk as a group, to share, to reflect on our history. And I really encourage everybody here and everybody not here and everybody online to try to make it to some or all of this. We don't have any slide yet. We don't have any details yet because we just talked about this on Thursday, but we will have more information coming soon. But go ahead and mark your calendars for that weekend because it's going to be a major, major work of love for everyone. So we'll look forward to seeing you at that event. June 27th, 28th, and 29th. That's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll have more details coming soon.
Thank you, Greg. And if you're here this morning and you're on the board, could you just raise your hand, your arms? Okay, one. Okay, Jane's here today. You just don't know. It's all behind the scenes, but this board, is the perfect board for this time that we're going through. So let's really give them some love. They really deserve it. And next, we have a summer camp drive. You can leave donations in the barrel in the lobby up until June 15th. And you can see the various items that are needed, and this is all on the link that you received via email. And if you're not on our email list, please talk to Carolyn, our beautiful office manager, and she will put you on it. Okay? And Race Amity Day. This is a day of celebration that takes place next Sunday, June 8th at 2:00 p.m. at Forest Hills Park. And this is about all people coming together, no matter how you identify about anything, really, and just enjoying each other's company and getting to know each other. And the way I look at it personally is that it's about embracing each other's differences. We embrace each other's differences. We love each other, And we love the fact that we are all different in certain ways. But we love each other no matter what. So Shirley, you want to raise your hand, Shirley? Shirley will be in the narthex after the service to answer any questions you have, okay? Healing half hour continues, as always, every Wednesday, 6:30 to 7 p.m. on Zoom. And what can I say? It's a beautiful experience, and join if you can. And hospitality. Okay, looks like the hospitality team is asking for those of you who would like to bring some goodies to share for our fellowship after the service. And today we are having fellowship, correct? Yes, today we are having fellowship. And you just want to go downstairs, you all know what to do. And in case there's any new first-timers here, you leave the sanctuary and go downstairs to get to Fellowship Hall. And now it's time to share together our mission statement. And no, Stephen's telling me we have one more service, Guidance for Awakening Humans, books service, one more message, one more opportunity. Guidance for Awakening Humans, book study group, meets the second Saturday of each month from 12 to noon. And the next meeting is June 14th, and you can contact Ginny Collier at earthlink.net, v.collier at earthlink.net. And now it's time to share our mission statement together. Unity of Charlottesville empowers everyone to express their unique divinity, making a positive difference in the world. And it's time for another song.
Here's another song that you want to stand up on. This is a make up your own motions song because we don't quite remember the motions that we used to do. So we're not going to be leading motions. You make up your own. One, two, go. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me. to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as me and you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
That was beautiful. You all are amazing. Very expressive, creative group. Thank you. And now we're going to welcome Reverend Marge up to share about this very auspicious day. Let's give her some love.
John. Thank you. Thank you for being there, brother.
Good.
Got it. All right. All right, so today I really want to talk about Jesus because it's a serious day. This is one of my favorite artist renditioning of Jesus. I found it in a National Catholic report way back in 1999. And they ran a contest for who they felt like, who really represented what Jesus was actually looked like. And I think this is, as a Mideastern man, this is probably more of what he really looked like than the pictures we usually see. And the reason I really want to talk about Jesus today is this is the anniversary of his ascension. So, you know, we have the resurrection, which we celebrate on Easter Sunday, and then there's this 40-day period between the resurrection and the ascension, where Jesus actually makes 10 appearances, and then he makes his full ascension. So I feel, and I know many of you, we all need to be reminded of the teachings of Jesus and the work that we're here to do on the earth plane, because the earth needs it, doesn't it? Like right now, how many people feel that the earth will kind of really needs it? So for clarity about the resurrection, as co-founder Fillmore writes, it's the lifting of the whole person, spirit, soul, and body, into Christ consciousness. And as that happens, the resurrection lifts the faculties of the mind, and the mind is lifted, and it's renewed into complete transformation of the body. So what this means is that every function works in divine order, and every cell becomes incorruptible and immortal. So Jesus declared, I am the resurrection and the life, and whosoever liveth and believes in me shall never die. So we know we have immortal life. So what exactly does the ascension mean? So what Jesus did was he purposely kept his body on the physical and astral planes for 40 days. In order for those to carry on his work, he had to complete his instructions to them, because Jesus was feeling and knowing that they weren't exactly ready. They didn't have all of what he really wanted them to have and to teach. So he came in many forms during these 40 days. He came 5 times the day after the resurrection, and then 5 more times during that period. So let me share an example. So there were 2 disciples walking on the road to Emmaus, and they were distraught. They were anxious because their master teacher was gone, and they didn't know what was going to happen. They thought he was the Messiah. So this stranger comes up to him, a.k.a. Jesus, right, in disguise, and he sits down with them and he says, you know, why are you disturbed? And so they explain it to him. And then he takes the bread and he blesses it and he gives it to them, and then their eyes were opened and they knew him. And then he instantly vanished which of course he can do. So during the 40-day period, Jesus completed his instructions to the disciples. And then at the final stage, the final step is he spiritualized his body and the ascension took place. So what does that mean for us? Well, co-founder Fillmore writes that the spiritual attainments, oh, am I supposed to be on another slide? No, not yet. I'm keeping up with it. Man, you guys got to be proud of me, man, with these slides. Fillmore writes that through his spiritual attainments, Jesus formed a spiritual zone in the earth's mental atmosphere. And when we, his followers, make connection with that zone through prayer in his name, things happen. We know that prayer changes things, right? So Jesus ascended, and his electrons are in the ethers that are over our planet Earth. So what are the promises that Jesus made? Well, he said there'd be no more hunger, no more sickness, no more war, and no more corrupt governments. Are we there yet? Yeah, we are. We're not there yet. Yeah. So when we look at these promises, we know we each individually, all of us, individually and collectively, we still have some work to do on the earth plane to make these promises come true. So Unity has, if you're new, Unity has chosen Jesus as our way shower, and we follow his teachings, and there are many, many teachings, of course. So I have chosen a few of us to remind ourselves, maybe take into our consciousness this week in prayer and meditation, and see if any of these really resonate deeply, and if you are going to take some kind of additional action on them. See if your heart or your soul is really prompting you to that. So, one of his teachings is feed my sheep. So true love of Jesus is shown through service and spiritual care for others. So are we engaging in some way to follow that teachings? And it doesn't have to be in a large way. And I do want to say it can be in a large way, especially if you get some kind of download where you're going like, what? Like, what was that? Like, what? That means that really is something that you're supposed to do. But it can be done in very easily small ways, like helping a neighbor, volunteering, donating money, praying, of course, maybe sharing your wisdom with a grandchild or friends. Maybe you get a nudge during the day when you're really busy that somebody's name kind of goes through your mind. Well, that is a message that says, just stop what you're doing and pick up the phone and call that person. And it's so nice to pick up the phone and call that person instead of the text, right? Yeah. So, because I know if I don't do it right then, I'm going to forget. I'm going to be in bed at night and go, oh, you know what? I never did call that person. So feed my sheep, as I understand it, is a movement away from self-centered thinking to other-centered thinking. You know, how can I be of service today to someone? And of course, always we think about our consumption habits and how it's affecting our brothers and sisters around the globe, and choosing to live more intentionally and more simply. So another one of his teachings is do unto others as you would have them do to you. The golden rule. So are we practicing it? You know, in this period of time where, you know, we get all these things just popping into our phones or hearing different conversations, there's a lot of upsetting information. And are we holding our mind on what we want to be holding our mind in? And do we really keep reminding ourselves that everybody's entitled to their own perspectives and their own opinions? And are we remembering that every soul is the essence of God? And we may still feel upset, we may even feel fearful. All of that is reasonable to expect with what's happening. But can we remember how we used to be able to agree and disagree in love? And can we continue to send light and love wherever it's needed in the world? So this is always good. I can't remember what religion came up with this, but the WWJD, what would Jesus do? Always a good question to ask. If you're stymied on something and you're thinking, well, I don't know how to handle that, just take some time and breathe and say, well, what would Jesus do? So Mark Nepo has a story in his book, Surviving Storms, Finding the Strength to Meet Adversity. And it's a teaching about birds. And he uses birds to symbolize our innate, natural, inner guidance system, just like the birds. Instinctively, the birds know how to ride and adjust to winds. We too have those resources. We have intuition, we have love, we have our presence, and we have our courage. And that is guiding us through these uncertain times. So what do birds do? Well, when birds take flight, they spread their wings and they lead with their heart. And that's the message of the story. That's the deeper meaning of the story. Trusting the heart's knowing, and in leading with the heart, even when life becomes chaotic, which it is predicted to become more of in the next few months. It reminds us we don't have to control the storm. We need to remember our navigation system when it's heart-based, so we can gracefully move through the storm, not by force, but by surrendering to the wisdom already within us. So Nepo often encourages, as all the mindfulness and meditation teach, to slow down, to listen deeply, to become really fully present. Because it's in the presence that we remember how to fly, even through the storm, without getting caught up in the storm. So slowing down as everything is speeding up. How many people feel things are speeding up? Like a roller coaster. Yeah, right. So as we slow down, then we're the calming presence in the room, and that is so needed right now. So how can we continue to lead with our hearts? So every month I meet with 2 in-person political groups. One I'm active in, and one I just listen. And I just listen because it builds my muscle to hear opposing viewpoints and attempt to understand. And I have to say I love the people in both. They all have good hearts. They all have good intentions. So how can we relearn to listen without judgment? So I thought about spiral dynamics. How many people are familiar with spiral dynamics? Yeah, a few of you. Okay, yeah. So it's kind of like, there's a long definition that I'm not going to read, but it's basically stages of development. And it's stages of development that we individually go through, organizations go through it. It's dynamic, it's nonlinear, and these are some of the stages. So at the very basic is instinctive, where you're just going for survival. That's the archetype. And then we move up the spiral, and now we have a little bit of security with tradition. And then we keep moving up, and we have energy and strength and power. And then we have order and conformism. Then we have success and our science. And then community and sensitivity and oneness and wholeness. Now there's tons of YouTube, so if you're interested in that concept, anywhere from like 2 minutes to 20 minutes, you can learn a lot about it. But what's imperative to understand is that even though we have transcended those lower levels, those lower evolutionary levels are all in us. And so when we think about everyone as in their own spiritual development, soul path, when we think about that, there's really no reason to judge. So how many people get that? Yeah. So I was behind somebody a couple weeks ago, and they took their fast food stuff and they just threw it out the window. And I was like immediate in judgment, immediate. And I was like, all right, just calm down, simmer down here. Just know that they're doing the best that they can. So when things happen, I feel like this time is so important. How many people know this time that we're in right now is so important? Yeah, it is extremely important. So it's extremely important to keep our consciousness as high as we can keep it. And so, the advice is when things happen at work, in relationship, is we have to deal with it all at once. Because when we don't deal with it all at once, we create a rut in our mind, don't we? And it just goes round and round and round. And if we take care of it right then and there, then we have all of our energy to stay in the high consciousness, the high vibration that we want. And we have to remember we can always ask for help. So some days, they might be overwhelming, and you can just say, you know what, I just need help. Send me some help. And as light workers, we're here to spread light and love so we can't get stuck in our stuff. How many people have watched the movie Shack on Netflix? All right, not too many of you. It's a pretty good movie. This Oregon-based author wrote this book to try to explain God to his children. And so he has these God characters that are the Holy Spirit, and they have a main character, what is his name? Sam Worthington. So what happens is Sam Worthington has hate in his heart, and he has hate in his heart because his father beat him. And he hates his father, and he has hate. And so the guardian angels take Sam Worthington, and they show him his father as a little child, and they show his father beating him. So he sees his grandfather beating his father, and then, of course, his father doesn't do anything else except beat him. So it really makes some really good points, and Octavia Spencer plays God, and she does an amazing job. So it's one of those things, one of those movies that's worth watching on Netflix. So we have to forgive ourselves to be forgiven. And, a couple weeks ago, I was doing some, what I would call Brother Lawrence stuff around the house, cleaning. And my mind was open, and the thought came to me, what if the people who we oppose politically, whatever party that is, what if they're just the Judases that come to teach us how not in unity we are? And it doesn't matter. We could pick anybody. We could pick Netanyahu, we could pick Putin, we could pick Biden, we could pick Trump. It doesn't matter who. What if they're playing their parts to show us how not in unity we are? Because I know when I'm in judgment, I'm not in unity. I'm not in oneness consciousness. I'm not forgetting. I am forgetting they're all children of God. And I'm not remembering to separate their behavior from the essence, the God person that they are. I'm getting caught up in the storm and unable to fly through it. I'm not leading with my heart. So we have to forgive and be forgiven. I came across Tim Shriver's Dignity Index. How many people have heard of that? It was just on a couple weeks ago. But anyway, now he's got a website. Everybody could look it up. It's called the Dignity Index. So what he's doing is he's created this index for conversations and for social media, and he wants everybody to stay 5 and above. So he's saying, keep it civil, keep it human. Remember you're talking to another divine human being with whatever you post on social media or in conversation. And I love that this person is doing this because he's traveling all around, he's teaching it in high schools, and he's teaching it all over the place. Because he doesn't want to give up on what our country used to be like, where we used to be able to have things, have discussions, disagree, and, still go have Kool-Aid with our neighbors, right? There's an aspect of the lack of generosity I have been noticing. So, when you watch YouTubes, like I watch YouTubes to try to fix the things in my house, and, I'll see something like this YouTube have like 12,000 views. And then I'll see like 400 people just gave it a thumbs up. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with our society? That had to help at least 6,000 people. What's wrong with just like taking a second and saying, yes, this was helpful, or thanks for posting? That is a simple act of generosity. And what does it do? It spreads appreciation, it spreads kindness in the world. Same like when all the people everywhere is always saying, will you take a survey? Sure. Even if the cell connection was bad and even if it was challenging to hear or understand, sure, I'll take a survey and sure, I'll say, it was a good experience. So I feel like more of us need to lead with that love and that light in small acts of kindness because everyone deserves kindness. I have a friend that I play basketball and some tennis. He's a much better athlete, and I've only beat him once playing tennis so far. And I want all of you to hold that for me there, right? So he's a man of color, and the first time I met him, he spent 40 minutes, we had coffee, he spent 40 minutes talking about where the safe places he, as a black man, could show up. And I just kept thinking, my God, this is 2025. The immigrants are hiding. What's happening with the Jewish people is despicable. Jesus loved everyone, as Janice said, regardless of social standing, criminal standing, culture, ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation. One of the ministers in our discussion group posted this long article about the trans saints, which was fascinating. And I thought, oh, I hope Pope Leo kind of looks at that with making some of his decisions. So what can we do? We can come to ourselves through prayer. Do you ever notice when you're in a new place that you can sense the people that have a prayer consciousness? Do you ever notice that? How many people notice that? You know, they're kind of calm, they have this assurance about them. Yeah. So, and we're called right now at this time to be that calm, peaceful demeanor, being heart connected and leading with our hearts as we stand for truth. So every person on this planet deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Every person, doesn't matter who they are. People are being arrested for free speech, which is against our Constitution. Judges and their families are being thwarted, and that they're being threatened, and that thwarts the balance, the levers of our democracy. So if we stand for unity, if we're sincere actually about following the teachings and being a real unity student, we must stand for the teachings of Jesus. It's critical for us to stand for what we want. Not against anything, it's for something. Because standing against something is preposterous, isn't it? How many know that? Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. So we have to stand for what we want. We have to stand for justice. We have to stand for democracy. So we can't be flying against the wind. We have to stand for truth, and truth is what the teachings of Jesus are all about. You know, we're always taught in unity, if somebody triggers us, we have to go within. What is it within us that is unhealed? And when that happens, when am I going to take time in the silence to let that come to me about what is stuck? And in prayer, touch the electrons of Jesus that are hovering right above our earth. So this is what the Ascension today is here to remind us. It's to remind us that unity is actually practical Christianity. It's meant for all of us to actually practice the teachings of Jesus. There's always help available, and we are the ones who can transcend, transmute, and truly be transformed. So through our taking the time to be in the stillness and use our mind to connect in this higher realm, we heal. And when we heal, when each of us heals, there'll be no more hunger, no more sickness, no more war, no more corrupt governments. If we do our work, and we can do our work, and we actually must do our work. Namaste.
Here I am, Lord, use me, guide me, fill me, take me, lead me by your will. Here I am, Lord, ready to follow closer. I'm open, I listen, I hear you, I feel you move in me. Lord, I come closer, humbled, surrendered, lifted, committed to your plan. Thy will is done through me this day. Thy will is done through me this day. Here I am, Lord, I come. Here I am, Lord, I come.
Beautiful, Blair. Thank you. So this is our time for meditation, where we take time in the silence. So I invite you to take in a few deep breaths, breathe deeper than you normally breathe. Any thoughts, any worries, know that you'll have time for those after. Just be present, be here now. Let us just listen in the silence as God's will for each one of us comes through. attention and our awareness back to this time and place. We might wiggle our fingers, feel our feet flat on the floor, and we give thanks and appreciation.
Hello. Thank you, Blair. Thank you, Reverend Marge. I just really want to honor you for a moment because I'm just speaking about myself, but I think some of you will agree that every time I listen to you and I listen to your offerings and your sharings and your teachings, I leave here with a few gems on how I need to continue to heal myself. So I thank you very much for that. It is now time to give back all of the amazing to Unity of Charlottesville for all of the amazing work that's being done here. As I just mentioned about Reverend Marge's teachings, it's not just about work out there in the world, it's about work on ourselves. That's where we start, right? And so we get to give back. We get to give back for this place that constantly reminds us of what is most important about being here on this planet, in this world of duality at this time, and all times, actually. And there are many ways to give back: online, text to give, the U.S. mail, here into our butterfly net. Does someone have the butterfly net? Jane's coming around with the butterfly net. And now through our very own QR code. We thank you for your tithes. We thank you for your tithes of all kinds, not just monetary tithes, but tithes of your talent, your just all of your gifts, your time, all of it. Everything that you give to Unity of Charlottesville, we are very grateful for. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be standing here right now if it wasn't for y'all and your generosity. So let's say our prayer together, our prayer for our tithes and offerings. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. There it is. We manifested it. So we're going to sing another beautiful song for y'all.
This is an old favorite. I bet everybody who's been at Unity for a while knows this.
Texture
So it is time, and I don't see the children. Are the children here? They're outside in the beautiful weather having fun. Well, we will bless them anyway. Let's join together. Children, unity. Oh, there she is. Do you have children with you? All right, let's sing our, yeah. Here they come, here they come, here they come. We are walking as the light of God. 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 Hi. We are walking, walking, we are walking. We are walking as the light of God. We are walking, walking, we are walking. We are walking as the light of God. Oh my.
Good morning, everyone. Leon, do you want to come up here and stand with your brother? There you go.
Okay, can we have time? Can we get their names?
Yeah. You guys all know Connor, right? Let's give him a round of applause. This is Cirrus and Leon. And Leon. Yeah, they've been with us the last 2 weekends, so we've had fun. We painted this morning. We're experimenting with some watercolor techniques. So we were coloring in some drawings we made, snails and strawberries, and we did a lot of fun play outside on the new playground, which is 6 months old now, by the way.
Woo!
Yeah. Can't believe time has gone by. Well, let's see. It was kind of a Father's Day experience. We were thinking about making Father's Day cards. So we were outside in the sunshine, drawing and painting. And I had a quick announcement. I am planning a summer programming, as I mentioned, for the kids. So more of like cooking classes and yoga and outdoor gardening that we did last summer. If you guys are interested, I know the Earth Care team and the gardening team had been involved a little bit and wanted to get more involved. So if anyone out here has skills or passion that you want to share with the kids this summer, just reach out to me either downstairs or by email. My email is on the website, but it's really easy to remember too. It's yfm@unitycharlottesville.org. All right, let's.
We can say it again.
The blessing? Oh, I have one other announcement before we say the blessing. Just a reminder, so I used to be on the hospitality team for a really short period of time before I took this role, and I was downstairs and I was just reminded to remind you all that our hospitality is donation. So if you guys are enjoying the hospitality every Sunday, don't forget to contribute some Sundays by bringing food and bringing snacks to share. That is always really greatly appreciated. All right, back to children. Children, unities, YOUers, teachers and parents, you are loved, special, and important.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, guys, for coming up and blessing us with your presence. Robin's amazing. Let's give her some love. She's amazing. The summer program sounds just perfect. So I'd like to welcome some first-timers who might be here today. Anyone here for the very first time? I promise I won't put a spotlight on you. No first-timers here today? Zero? Okay. If there are any first-timers online, we hope you can come join us in the sanctuary. We'd love to see you here, if that's doable for you. So thank you all for being here. And we still have pastoral care as always, and we will always have pastoral care forever. You can call the office and speak to Carolyn, and she'll put you in touch with who you need to be in touch with, or you can email. And Healing Helpers will be meeting in this corner over here in the back with Kevin and PMH right after the service. And do we have someone here for individual prayer? Peggy Ruth. Peggy, can you just stand for a moment? Peggy Ruth will be here for anyone who is in need of individual prayer. Next week, we have Reverend Alva Pope. And she's amazing, just like all of the guest speakers we've had since our beloved Don retired. Every week is just a dynamic journey with all of you. And so her topic is strength to strength. Strength to strength. So we'll be hearing about that. And it's time for thank yous. First of all, I know I do this ad nauseum, but thank you all for coming today. Again, we would not be here if it was not for you, first and foremost. And we want to thank Stephen and Boyan in the sound booth. And we want to bless our blessing team. Barbara Olin, Jane, and Peter, thank you for your service. And Blair, our dynamic, multi-talented and gifted music director. And the Band of Angels, the Unity of Charlottesville Band. And our praise singers. We love our praise singers. And hospitality, I don't know who's serving downstairs, but we want to, let's give them a stamp with our feet. They know what that is, so we thank our hospitality team. And again, namaste to you, Reverend Marge. Yeah, come on, let's give her some love. Yes, you are a true blessing to. Oh, well, thank you for that. You are a true blessing to us, and I know you're going to be here a few more times into August, so we look forward to that. So let's all join together for our prayer of protection. Come on up, everyone. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And wherever God is, all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Practice the teachings of Jesus. I'm supposed to say something. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Peter.
Great message.
Bye. Thanks for coming. You're welcome.
Hi, George.
I just finished reading the book.
Oh, my gosh.
I went to a bookstore, a used one, and I was walking by and I saw the shack and I stopped and I went, Jesus, you want me to get that book? And I picked it up and I said, why do I feel like I've read this? And I
Wow.
read it and I hadn't and I loved it.
I liked it too.
Oh my God.
That's why it's a good movie.
Oh my God, it's just so wonderful. I
Yeah.
didn't see the movie, but I liked the book because I liked to picture
Yeah,
who
I
they
know.
are.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So
I
thank
read
you.
that a long time
Yeah,
ago.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is that your son?
Yeah, both
So cute. You're welcome very much.
Excuse me, Reverend Brown. Excuse
Oh,
me.
Marge is fine.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here.
You're
I really
welcome.
enjoyed your talk.
Thank you.
Are you coming down for coffee?
I am going to come down for coffee.
Okay.
I need some coffee.
Yes. See you down there.
All righty.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Bless you. Thank you. Oh, you're
Glad
already.
to have you.
Thank you. Bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, I love your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
I've never seen one like this before. That's perfect.
Thank you.
And I hope you'll join us downstairs.
I am. Yes.